Welcome back to consecutive day 1166 of a diary of a runpreneur. And today's topic is a bit of a quirky one. It's, do you believe in mediums, in the supernatural, connecting with the afterlife perspective? So remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. But the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1166 of a diary of a runpreneur. And yeah, a bit of an out there topic today. It's, do you believe in mediums? You know, those people who act as go-betweens between real life and the afterlife. So the reason for this topic, it's a bit of a quirky one, is I've been working from a local cafe now for several years, and so I'm fortunate enough to be able to, or unfortunate enough, however you want to look at it, to be able to work from anywhere, anytime, any place. I just simply need a smartphone or a smart device, some kind of connection to the internet or a kind of a 4G, 5G signal, and I can pretty much work from anywhere. That's the entrepreneurial kind of mobile lifestyle, if you like. And the benefits of it are that basically you have the freedom, you can go wherever you want, but the kind of downside of it is potentially your work will never leave you wherever you go. Whereas people who just go to an office and then leave, their work is kind of, you know, rigid in that between the hours you're there is work time. Outside of that is non-work time. Well, I love the flexibility and the dynamic parts of being able to work from any time, any place, anywhere, for as little or as long as I want, but it also has negatives. But anyway, I digress. The topic today is that, do you believe in mediums or people who can kind of act as go-betweens between the afterlife and real life? And I've never not believed in this. I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to kind of supernatural stuff. I do have some kind of superstitious ways about myself. I don't like to kind of tempt fate. I've always thought if I disrespect something that could or may not be real, then I'm running a tightrope there in terms of disrespecting things that I don't truly understand. So I always keep an open mind. That's just been the way I've always been. And there's a lady who is close friends with the cafe owner, and she's a medium, somebody who, as a business, people can go and see her, can pay her a fee, and she will do her utmost to connect them with their loved ones who are unfortunately no longer with us. And I was up front with her the first time I saw her, and I said, I'm not saying I don't believe by any stretch, but I've always been a believer that sometimes certain things should be respected and kind of left where they are. And I had no desire to connect with the afterlife. But this lady was in the cafe again today, and the cafe owner is kind of closing doors this week and moving on to pastures new. And this lady, who's the medium, sells a few trinkets and things in the cafe as a bit of a sideline. So she was in there today, I imagine, just tidying things up. And she came up to me. Now, bear in mind, I've only spoke to her once for a short period of time, where I was fairly, you know, direct in my statement. Look, I'm not really wanting to disturb things that I don't understand, and B, I just felt a bit uncomfortable with it. But she came up to me today, we had a little chat, and she said that she's feeling an energy of people who want to connect with me. And I was like, whoa. And I thought, you know what? She said, look, I never go into anything that's kind of bad or negative. I don't predict the future, don't do any of those things. I can just share, hopefully, heartwarming and positive things between you and people who clearly want to connect with you. And today, she had an energy around her, or as she claimed, to have people who wanted to connect with me. So I was like, all right, look, I'm open-minded, so I'll sit down with you, but if it gets uncomfortable of any stretch, you know, we need to stop this. So she connected with two relatives of mine, my late Chinese grandma and my late Nan, who's English Nan, who my dad's mum and my mum's mum. And honestly, it was really emotional. There were things that she was saying that only these people would know, and it was really enlightening, I think was probably the right word. I feel that my grandma and my nan are watching over me, but I do believe there is some form of connection there, because there was stuff that I was always like, oh, this is just going to be like your horoscope, where things are so specifically vague that people think there's something in it, but it's never specific enough to prove it. But there was stuff that was said today that only I knew, and she was bringing stuff out. I mean, things like she was explaining a moment when I'd knocked a glass off one of our shelves in the kitchen. I was on my own. Nobody would have known that, and it's too specific to kind of come up with something quite vague. She also knew about my wife's wedding ring that broke and a stone was removed and we had to replace it. And these are things that are very personal that she would never, ever have known. Bear in mind, I've only met her once before. And she was passing on some very intimate messages, especially from my nan, who was like a second mum to me. I was with her when she passed away, and she knew of certain things that I'd done during that process in, you know, ensuring that my nan was well covered and kept decent while she was lying in a hospital bed. And, you know, this is stuff that is incredibly intimate to me. Yeah, it just blew my mind. So my learnings from the diary today, I'm going to touch on this a bit more in more detail, is there certain things in life that I think should be left alone. But on occasions, you may come up against things and opportunities to just open your eyes and look. And that's the only way I can describe what happened today. It was an opportunity that I didn't go looking for, that came to me, and I just decided that I was going to look and listen, and I wasn't going to be overly judgmental however it panned out. But do you know what? There were things there that have made me believe that there is life after death, and you know, there are people who can connect with the afterlife, and although it can be abused in a very negative way, today's experience was something I'll never ever forget. And I'm not desperate to look for it again, but it's made me believe that there are people watching over, and I can communicate with them whenever I want. I can talk on my vlog, I can talk at the grave or the tree that might have memories with these past relatives. But yeah, it was very, very eye-opening. So sometimes in life, just open your eyes, have a look. Don't be too judgmental, and you might discover something that could be incredibly empowering, uplifting, enlightening, like I've done today. I feel truly like there's my loved ones, relatives from the past are genuinely watching over me. And do you know what? That's forever comforting. So that's it for me today. Sorry if people think, oh, I'm a bit of a crazy guy now. I'm not crazy, far from it. I'm very logical normally, but something happened today, and I have to very much respect it. So check the link in the comments below to watch the episode and let me know your thoughts. I don't know why I'm saying that, my mind's gone because you are already watching it. But that's it for me today. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I will respond to everyone, is what I meant to say. And thank you as always. So please remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. The more people get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy. I'll see you again tomorrow.